All right, it's my turn this week to pick out what we're having for dinner. So let's see. How about some jambalaya? We'll do some andouille sausage. I'm gonna head over to this freezer. Can you guys still see? Yeah. And we will get, I really want tacos. Tacos and maybe some turkey. I think this is turkey. Got some frozen French onion soup, turkey broth, broccoli cheese soup, stuffed pepper soup. We'll take one of those out for lunch. All right. Give you an idea again. 3 meats, and then we'll see you guys back for the recipes this week. What kind of steaks are they?
I think the ribeyes. Okay. Or the package was labeled rib steak.
Okay.
And there is a bone in there, so.
We should have heated our onion jam up.
Yeah. They cooked up fast. They cooked up a little bit faster than I thought they were, especially when I moved them over to the flame broiler section. The fat kind of liquefied on them. And they caught on fire.
I like the crispy bits though, so that'll be yummy for me.
Yeah. So I just hope they're not like way overcooked.
And then you saw I just dumped in a jar of sweet potatoes, added some cardamom and salt, and we will have mashed sweet potatoes with it. Top it the steaks with some of our yummy homemade maple onion jam. Not maple, just onion jam. And my recommendation is heat it up though first.
So I saw you got out some stuff from the freezer earlier. What'd you get?
I got out some andouille sausage for jambalaya because I know you've been craving that lately.
I have. That's why I bought that stuff.
Yeah. And, beef for tacos. And some of our turkey tenderloins. We haven't used those yet. So.
Oh, yeah. That should be good.
So stay tuned. Lots of good recipes. New crock pot breakfast recipe I'm going to be trying this week. So see you tomorrow. It is really actually Taco Tuesday.
It is. I didn't even think of that. It is Tuesday.
We used to do Taco Tuesday all the time when the kids were home.
Day 2 of week 3. Yesterday was steak. Rachel made me up some secret sauce.
I saw it. So, from the pantry and our produce, it was the ground beef from the cow that we bought, the can of kidney beans refried beans with a little bit of cowboy candy in it and some seasonings, mixed up some of my pickled coleslaw with some of that chipotle dressing that we had, and then I made him some dressing with the enchilada sauce and ranch. And
Oh, that's good.
yeah, I know. And we'll have tacos today and then for lunch tomorrow. And I wanted to talk about something. I want to take a pause in this week's video to talk about a couple of common comments that we get. And that is, how to address it. So we eat from our pantry regularly. This really isn't a challenge for us. It's a challenge for us with respect to being lazy. Because a lot of times we just won't take time out to make dinner. And so he'll grab something, I'll grab something, and they're not necessarily purposeful meals.
Whatever night.
We call it whatever night. So we eat like this normally. And I think people are getting the perception that we are tapping into our stores unusually. And that's not the case. We don't go to the grocery store anyway, outside of things we can't grow here on the farm. So I've seen a lot of comments, not a lot, but very common comments like, now's not the right time to be doing this challenge. Go to the stores while the getting's good because of the supply chain issues. And I feel blessed enough that I don't have to take away from the supply chain. I have a wonderfully stocked pantry. I put in all the hard work to preserve our food, and we could live easily for a couple of years, probably. Maybe we would run out of a few things, but we could easily live for a couple of years on the food that we have preserved. And knowing what's coming this season and everything, I'm not a hoarder. I'm not stocking up out of panic. And I'm thankful that we are prepared and not tapping into the supply chain shortages that might affect others that don't have a pantry stocked like we do.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to address that. This isn't necessarily a challenge for us. We do this anyway. It's just more of a laziness challenge.
Yeah. There was a comment. I made a post the other day on our Facebook page about how during the pantry challenge in January, we're cooking dinner a lot more. And somebody made a comment of like, then what do you normally eat? What do you normally eat if you don't cook dinner? And it's like, well, we always cook dinner, but sometimes it's not like a meal like this, you know?
Yeah, it might just be a sandwich or, we're just lazy and have a cereal or
soup,
yeah. So
or even sometimes we'll order pizza. Every now and then we'll DoorDash and we'll have some food brought into the house. But it does bring up one other. We started talking a little bit about when this is all said and done at the end of the month. We're going to do a video for you guys on what our thoughts are after going through this. What do we like about it and what do we not like about it? And one of the things that came up was dishes. Like there's way more dishes than we normally have because we're cooking more stuff.
And I feel
bigger
full
stuff.
all the time. I feel full all the time. He looked at me yesterday. He was like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "I'm just eating so much."
Yeah.
Oh, but
it's definitely been good food.
It's been good food.
And it was reminded me of, what's her name? Elliot Homestead, about how the food that you eat, you should celebrate your food. You should put your time and your heart into your food and celebrate. It shouldn't just be, oh, go make a sandwich, which is fine every now and then, but
we get in a rut though, and we do that.
Yeah.
So it's fun. And I don't mind the dishes. We're doing them just fine. The sink's only half full right now. Anyway, I just wanted to take a mid-break. We're mid-cycle in the month and just address that in case some of you are curious or some of those commenters. I'm not concerned about the supply chain shortages. We're fine. I'm thankful that I'm not tapping into it, so you guys that need it have the availability.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, see you guys tomorrow. Don't know what's on the plan. Oh, how did the breakfast? I didn't talk about that. What did I make in that crock pot dinner last night, or breakfast last night? It was leftover biscuits from his birthday breakfast. We had leftover sausage gravy from his birthday breakfast. Threw in some eggs, milk, cheese. Did I do any cheese? I don't think I did. Ham.
Green peppers.
And some seasonings, and then baked it overnight. We both agreed it turned out a little drier than we wanted, but it was perfectly fine. So I think if you had extra gravy to put on top, it would have been better. But I had that. You had that today, and I'll have that again tomorrow for lunch, and you probably won't. But it'll be my lunch for the next couple days till it's gone. And then we'll decide what to have tomorrow for dinner. It might just be leftover tacos again. Who knows? We'll see ya.
See you tomorrow.
More?
A little bit.
So as planned, we did not get back with you yesterday. It was leftover taco day. So we had leftover tacos. I had tacos both lunch and dinner. Do you remember what you had for lunch?
Yesterday?
Yeah. Didn't you do something in the air fryer? Cheese sticks.
No, I had some of those. Oh, well, I did have some cheese sticks. Like after, it was like my second lunch. My first lunch, I had some of those sausages.
Oh.
And there was one piece of pizza left from pizza night in the fridge.
We cleaned out the fridge day.
So lots of leftover cleanouts.
Today, you might not have known what was in that jar that I dumped in the Instapot with the turkey loins. It was my green tomato curry mix that I made and canned up. I absolutely love it. I think it's absolutely delicious. I did add a little bit more. I'll have to go back and watch that canning video and adjust the recipe because it's not quite curry enough. So every time I make it from now on, I add a big tablespoon of curry.
Add some more.
And then I would prefer to have coconut milk to add to it. I don't have any coconut milk, so I just used regular milk. Puree it all together. We used about 1.5 turkey loins. Chop that up. The other half of the one turkey loin I'll chop up and make chicken salad with for tomorrow's lunch. So
Very good. I love the addition of carrots this time. That was a great idea.
Absolutely delicious. And don't be afraid to try something new. If curry's new to you, make it for dinner one night. And if you fall in love with it, you can can it from your garden harvest and put it up in your pantry. And this is a great use of all those extra green tomatoes. Kind of a leftover jambalaya cornbread night.
Yep, it is Friday. I cleaned out the fridge. I found leftover ham, that leftover turkey from last night, that thing of sausage that you got out, peppers leftover from Christmas still,
The leftover tomato paste.
tomato paste from, well, I don't remember what we made.
Pizza.
The pizza. And 2 jars that had like this much caramelized onions left in the bottom. So I cleaned out the fridge today.
Yeah, nice. And it's probably going to be some absolutely delicious jambalaya. As you can see, we love the Zatarain's box mix. Totally know you can make it yourself from scratch. And I love true homemade jambalaya. He loves the convenience of the Zatarain's mix, and he spices it up enough to make it with the Tonys and everything to make it real.
It is a little bit spicy. And the cornbread looks amazing.
My Amish Hall discount grocery store Jiffy Mix.
What were they, 13 cents or
Yeah,
something?
something like that. 6 for $1.
Yeah.
So, absolutely delicious. We have a huge pot of leftover jambalaya. We still have the leftovers from our curry last night. So we're going to be eating good for the weekend. So I'm not sure when we'll see you back, but whenever we see you back, we'll let you know how we survived just fine on our pantry fixins. Look at that Gouda. lunch for many more days to come.
Yeah, welcome to Sunday. The end of the week, we made it.
Yeah, and we made it much more normal. We've been telling you guys over the last couple weeks, like, we felt like we needed to oddly cook every single day for you guys during this pantry challenge, and that's really not normal for us. It's typically a 3-meal week for us, and we eat lunch, leftovers, and dinner, things like that. So we did not even finish all of our chicken curry that we made the other day, so I am boxing or getting ready to freeze this. I'll probably I'll save this last little bit for my dinner tonight. But you still have leftover jambalaya for a couple times.
Mm-hmm. Still have that much left, so.
And I found we had leftover Hawaiian rolls in the fridge from Christmas, guys. And he said, they're still good. I'm like, that's what preservatives will do for you. So rather than waste it, let's repurpose them, make sliders. I make sliders every single year for Super Bowl Sunday, so this will just be in advance of Super Bowl. Have some sliders, and this will be my lunch through the week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'll last.
Yep. So 2 big things of chicken curry going into the freezer. He'll finish his jambalaya, and can't wait to see you on the final week of this month's pantry challenge. It's been fun.
Yeah, this week definitely seemed more normal. Mm-hmm. As in, like, it seemed like we made a little bit bigger meals.
Yeah, bigger
like
meals.
The jambalaya was bigger, that was bigger, and then we'd benefit from having the leftovers.
Yep.
So less cooking, less dishes.
Yes. We have to just decide. We decided if we'll do this again, like be wide open into our eating habits next year, we'll stick to how we normally eat.
Yeah.
Because I was like, this is the first week I'm not feeling stuffed every single day. So see you guys next week.
It was fun doing some of the cooking that we did was actually fun to actually film, and turned out really good.
Yeah, it did.
Maybe let's do more cooking videos. Doing good?